Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It's Danny Elliott. Thank you for watching me today. So we got a new report out that nearly 90% of homeowners are worried about selling their home in 2025. And one of the most significant fears for homeowners is having to accept a low offer. Uh-oh. You know what that means? The market's overpriced. I told you guys this in the last video. The asking prices on the real estate you see on Zillow today in March of 2025 are based on 2022 comparable sales and 3% interest rates. And that's why we had a record low number of transactions in 2023, and we had a record low number of transactions in 2024. The lowest number of transactions since 30 years ago, when the country had 100 million fewer residents. That's why no one's buying homes. That's why no transactions are happening. That's why the realtors are pissed. They can't sell any houses. Everybody who bought the last 2 years came with cash. They put large down payments, or they bought the whole thing with cash. So, you know, these prices are not real prices. I've been trying to say that, but, you know, we got a small channel here. We're going to have to do some more work before people start to figure this out. This is from Jonathan Delosier. And a large majority of homeowners, almost 90%, have concerns about selling their homes. Financial uncertainty, housing market conditions, ranking among the top fears. Well, yeah, the market sucks and no one's buying or selling homes because everything is priced wrong in the housing market in 2025. Because if they really wanted to sell, they could just price their houses according to the market, i.e. adjustments. That's what we say in the real estate business, guys. It's always adjustments. It's not price decreases. It's not price drops. We just don't say those words, guys. It's like the R word. Don't talk about recession. Yeah, the survey, which polled 1,000 homeowners at the end of 2024, found that the most common concerns include the stress of the sale, the high costs of selling, the inability to afford a new home, and not selling it for a high enough price. Now, why do you think this is? I mean, what's been going on, right? In 2021 and 2022, everybody rushed in. They drove up the market because the rates were low. So the price didn't matter anymore. See, everyone was saying for years, 2020, 2021, 2022, oh, you know, don't worry about the price because we have record low interest rates, everything's great, real estate always goes up, right? That's what we heard from every single real estate agent across the country. But now, that's all changed. Because the only thing we can do is negotiate price. You can't negotiate interest rate. So, if you want to make a deal, you have to negotiate price. This is not rocket science, guys. One of the most significant fears for current homeowners is being forced to accept a lower than expected offer, with 85% of respondents saying that they have some level of concern about being pressured, wow, there's all these bad words in this article, into a lowball deal. Now, what is a lowball deal? A lowball deal is a price lower than the Z estimate, right, guys? And meanwhile, the kitchen and bathroom hasn't been updated since 1959. But, you know, the Z estimate, everybody thinks that that's the real price that their house should sell for. Other concerns include buyers requesting concessions and backing out of a deal before closing. Yeah, I mean, how many canceled contracts? We had a record number of canceled contracts the last month of 2024. Among those with mortgages, 47% reported having locked in a low interest rate below 4%. There you go. And 30% of this cohort expressed concerns about losing their current rate if they sell. So it's the mortgage prisoners, it's the people that are locked in. They're stuck with this rate, they can't move. They know their house isn't worth what they think it's worth. So in essence, they can't sell the house because they need a miracle. They need the number to go up. But I'm sorry guys, but the top of the mountain was June of 2022. If you didn't get out by then, it was over for you. That was the end. So some smart people figured it out and they got out. You know, a lot of investors got out too. Investors that bought, you know, during that 10-year period prior to June of 2022, they saw it coming. They saw it. They said, this is nuts. You know, people are bidding way over the asking prices. People are waiving inspections. People are buying houses sight unseen that need work and paying over asking price. Like, smart investors saw that going on and they said, it's time to drop these. You had your opportunity to get out. And a lot of people did. A lot of people figured it out. Economic uncertainty also plays a role in sellers' hesitation, with 29% saying they would delay selling in the event of a major downturn. Property tax increases would be a primary motivator for 43% of homeowners looking to sell more quickly. And half of respondents said they would feel more secure selling if they had already secured a new home, received a cash offer, or were working with a trusted real estate agent. They don't want to pay for the agent. They know that they're going to have selling costs. They know that the market is heading down, but nobody wants to admit it. You know, everybody's just still drunk on that 2022 Kool-Aid. They still think that real estate always goes up, but now they're imprisoned. Nothing is going to move, and it's going to take distress in the market. So it's coming. It's coming for you. You guys just probably don't see it yet, but we are going to have distress in this marketplace, in the single-family home, residential housing market in the United States. It's coming, and I'm ready for it. I don't care. You know, I don't pay too much when I buy houses. But, you know, if any of these people wanted to get out of their rate, they could sell to an investor like me. I would take over the payments on that 3% mortgage. I would buy the house for exactly what it's worth at 2025 comparable sales. And I heard a realtor talking about this the other day. He said his client, the buyer, asked him to call the listing agent and find out where the comparable sales were for the house his client was interested in. And he said he got the listing agent on the phone, and he said very nicely, hey, my client had a question for you. You know, would you mind telling us where your comps are for this home that you have listed over here at 123 Main Street? And she said, well, you know, my client feels like he would like to get $525,000 for his house. And so the buyer agent said, so you actually don't have any comps whatsoever. You have absolutely no basis for the asking price that you decided upon for your listing. Is that what you're telling me? Well, no, it's just that, you know, his neighbor sold, you know, a little while ago, you know, like 2022 probably, and his house is just like that house, so he should get that same price. He feels like he should get that same price. Anytime somebody says they feel like, just get ready for some bullshit. That's what I find in today's America. Anytime somebody says I feel like, they're about to start laying it on thick. They're about to pile it on high and deep for you. So, yeah, he hung up with that listing agent and they didn't make an offer on that house because the asking price of the house had absolutely no connection to observable reality. It had absolutely no connection to fair market value in that subsection of that particular real estate market in that state. So this is what's going on, guys. This is why we have 172,000 homes unsold on the MLS in Florida. This is why the days on market are hitting an all-time high, 3.5 months of inventory at the current sales pace compared to the national median in these markets: Miami, Austin, Jacksonville, San Antonio, Birmingham, Alabama, Nashville, Pittsburgh, New York City, Phoenix, Chicago. All of these markets are between 53 days and 70 days on the market to the closing table. And then still, even after that, it still gets canceled half the time. So these homes are priced wrong. We're going to have to see capitulation by these sellers. So if you're a buyer out there, or if you're an investor, hang on in there, because these are not real prices you're seeing these homes listed at, and they're going to come down. And I'm sorry, but I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. I'm not here to give you sunshine and rainbows. This is the realest take. These home prices are coming down. So get ready, because the avalanche is right around the corner. And I appreciate you watching today. Thank you very much for being with me. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. I'm Danny Elliott.